If you're anything like me, you've been dealing with shoulder pain off and on for years. Well, stick around because I'm going to show you some very simple exercises that you can do at home or at the gym that's going to eliminate your shoulder pain. Check it out. So why is it that shoulder pain is so hard to treat and so hard to get better? Well, it's a little bit more complicated than some of your other type of injuries. So like when you pull a hamstring, it's your hamstring that's hurting. If you pull a quad, it's your quad, a tricep. That stuff's pretty easy. But when you're dealing with the shoulder has so many muscles, so many ligaments and tendons. You've got all the rotator cuff muscles. You've got so much going on in there that for the good gives you so much range of motion. But also for the bad, you've really got to pinpoint what's causing the source of pain so you know how to treat that particular issue. Because of that, it's not always as simple as, well, you've got shoulder pain, do this and it's going to fix it. You really have to find out, again, what's causing the pain so that you know what stretches and exercises to do, but also what stretches and exercises to not do. So in this video, I'm just going to go over some basic stuff, again, that you can do at home or at the gym that can hopefully help alleviate your shoulder pain. If you don't get results from these simple exercises or stretches, then it's probably a good idea to go get checked out by your local doctor. So the first exercise we're going to go over is going to be an external rotation. Now you can do this numerous ways. The first way I'm going to show you is using this piece of gym equipment. So if you have anything like this at your local gym, this is sometimes called a multi-gym or a multi-stack. Basically, you're going to need something where it's got this piece right here that's got multiple heights where that you can adjust it to what's going to make sense for your height. How do you do that? Stand next to the machine. I want you to put your arm so that your elbow is bent at a 90-degree angle. Wherever your hand rests, that's the height that you want to position this thing for. And the best thing to do, you can do it a couple of different ways. You can put a handle on it like this, or you can just simply grab this if you're comfortable doing that. But if you're a beginner, I would recommend using a handle. For all of these exercises, we're not trying to bulk up and build tons of strength in this shoulder. We're trying to strengthen it by repetition. So for all of these that I'm getting ready to show you, we're going to be using super lightweight and going high rep. 3 sets of 15 or more if you can tolerate it. But do not try to do these shoulder exercises with heavy weights. So basically you're going to just grab the handle, like I said, at this position. I'm going to try to be in the camera. Grab the handle and you're going to externally rotate like this. So it's a very simple external rotation, nice and slow. And if this causes you pinpoint pain or a lot of discomfort in your shoulder, stop. Don't make the shoulder pain worse. If the weight's too heavy, lighten it up. But it's a simple external rotation and try to rotate as far out as you can. Now, another way that you might be able to alleviate some pain during this exercise is taking a rolled up towel, tucking it under your arm. That'll give you a little separation between the back of your arm and your lat. And that way, when you do that external rotation, your shoulder is going to be at a different angle and it may feel a little bit better. Now, if you're not going to be doing this at a gym, you can do this exact exercise at home. All you're going to do is you're going to lay on your side, on your bed, on the couch, on the floor, and take a weight. If you have a very light dumbbell, 5 pounds, 2 pounds, whatever the case may be, or any other type of weight that's around that same weight, you're just going to lay on your side. And for that, I would definitely recommend putting that towel underneath your arm and externally rotating the arm. Again, 3 sets of 15. Okay, so the second exercise, we're going to be in the same piece of equipment, but you can tell I've raised the handle up quite a bit because now instead of being down at my elbow, I want this cable to be at the height of my shoulder. You're going to stand facing forward. Again, we're using the exact same handle. We're still doing 3 sets of 15, pain permitting, and you're basically just going to extend your arm out to the side. And you're going to do that at a very slow and steady pace. Again, we're not trying to do a lot of heavy weight right here. And doing this is going to really focus on the posterior side of your shoulder, the back of your shoulder, and all those muscles that are back there. Again, like I said, 3 sets of 15. So we're going to move away from the machine now and grab a set of dumbbells. Now you can do this one arm at a time, or you can use both arms, both hands, 2 dumbbells, whatever you're comfortable with. These next couple of exercises are very similar. One is called front raises. You've probably seen a lot of people doing these in the gym. You're just going to bring the dumbbell up. See how my hand is positioned? I want your hand over the grip of the dumbbell or whatever weight you're using. And you can do 2 arms at once, or you can do 1 arm at a time. Now, the key to this, a couple of keys actually. When you're doing this exercise, I don't want you swinging the weight, okay? Doing this and using momentum and swinging the weight is not going to target your shoulder. So do not do that. Another thing that I always tell my patients, when you're going to be doing these shoulder exercises, stop at about shoulder height. There's really no advantage. There's really no benefit from going from here and bringing the weights up to here. If anything, that's going to start to probably pinch and be irritating in that shoulder joint. So again, 1 arm at a time, 3 sets of 15. You can alternate left, right, 3 sets of 15. Or if you like, mix in both at the same time, or just do a combination, whatever you're comfortable with. But those are front raises with dumbbells or weights at home. So the next exercise is going to be a side raise. So different from the front raise, this time we're just going to go from the side. So some people like to hold on to something, they kind of lean away, or maybe they just stand up tall. Just get in a comfortable position, whatever is going to be comfortable for your shoulder, and you're just going to let the weight dangle to your side, and you're going to come out to the side. Again, just like I showed you with the front raises, we want that dumbbell or that weight to stop when we get it shoulder height, right here. Don't be bringing the dumbbell up higher than your shoulder. You're going to cause more pain than benefit. And again, we're just going to do 3 sets of 15, nice and smooth. And I'll do it this way, just out to the side, just like that. Again, with this, I don't have the other dumbbell. You can do 1 at a time, or you can do both arms at the same time, whatever you're comfortable with. A little bonus tip too, you can do the same front and side raises with the cable machine if you're in the gym. For those though, you will want to drop the cable part all the way down to the bottom. That way you're getting that resistance from the bottom when you're coming up, either in the front or the side. I've got one more dumbbell exercise. This one's a little bonus. This one's a little advanced technique exercise. Very similar to the front or side raises. As earlier I showed you can go in front or you can go to the side. If you want a little extra technique, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see this. Instead of coming straight up from the side, you're actually going to be going at about a 30-degree angle. So it's here, not here. It's still the same motion out to your side, but again, instead of straight out to the side, it's more here. It's not directly in the front. It's not perfectly to the side, about 30 degrees. Well, if I can do it without hitting the machine. So again, about 30 degrees, 3 sets of 15, nice and easy. Now, one last tip for shoulder exercises at the gym or at home. If you have access to these rubber bands, these things are fantastic for shoulder pain. So you can do every exercise that I showed you earlier today with the machines or the dumbbells, but you're going to use these resistance bands. And depending upon where you get these, they're going to come in different colors. Usually the different color has different thickness, which means different resistance. So make sure when you pick one out, you give it a test run first, because you don't want one that's too lax, that's not going to do anything for you. And you definitely don't want one that's too thick, that's going to be way too hard for you to do. Now, with these have handles on them. So I could do a lot of these just by putting it on the ground and putting my foot down. And then I could do the fronts, the sides, and so on and so forth. You could also tie this around whatever you have at home. Make sure there's a good knot, or loop it through the handle. Make sure there's a good knot. If you wanted some funny laughs, check out some bloopers of people getting smacked in the face with these on YouTube. But try not to do that. Tie this around a pole, tie it around a door handle, tie it around something nice and secure, and you can do just about every front, side raise, external rotation with these bands as you can do with dumbbells or the machines. It's just a whole lot easier. All right, guys, well, there you have it. Some very easy at home or at the gym exercises that you can do to eliminate your shoulder pain today. Now, if you happen to suffer with wrist pain or discomfort, I'm going to link this video right here. Start right here with some very easy wrist stretches that can help you with wrist pain as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you next time.